And what would this video be without a cold startup? Hi, I'm Chad, and welcome to Virtual Reality. Now, if you've been with the channel for a while, you will recall that occasionally I like to start my vlogs in virtual reality because it is a place where we can go fast. So as it begins to sprinkle, and without further ado, let us go fast. Back to reality. So, we are approaching the close of 2021. It's been very rainy the last few days here. Snuck out in what I thought was going to be about an hour of dry time. Roads finally dried up this morning, but had some other things to attend to. But here I am. If I get a little damp, so be it. So, as 2021 draws to a close, I thought it would be great to get out and recap exactly how my year has gone in terms of all things motorcycle related and channel wise. It's been a great year. I would certainly say my best yet. We had a lot of good times, a couple not good times, but overall it has again been a fantastic and positive year filled with lots of motorcycling joy, which is one of the things that makes my life worthwhile. And I'm so happy that I was able to bring a lot of you guys along with me for this journey throughout the year. And I'm really happy to say that I have made a lot of new friends with you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for the camaraderie and friendship and support of all things motorcycling and Chad. So I want to start this recap with the first and biggest thing for me, which was all of the track time and riding experience and improvement in my abilities that I gained this year. Going into the start of the year, I had improved my skills in 2020. I'd done 6 track days in 2020, all at Chuckwalla Valley Raceway. Did a track day at Chuckwalla in January, actually, and set what was, at that time, my personal best around the track going clockwise. 2 minutes, 4.9 seconds. Now, over the course of 2021, I spent a lot of time at Buttonwillow Raceway. In fact, I spent 14 days riding there this year. Pretty crazy. And within those 14 days, I also completed 4 races. So I think the first time I went to Buttonwillow, which was in February, I did a best lap time on configuration 13, clockwise of 2 minutes, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I hope you guys can pardon me on this. It is really starting to rain. Wasn't supposed to for about another 45 minutes, but I'm on Super Corsa TDs in the rain, so I'm going to move through this very quickly, because I don't think I'm going to get another chance to record this video before the year is over in the dry, so it is what it is. But anyways, started going to Buttonwillow a lot, improved my skills a lot, learned a lot about riding a motorcycle faster, particularly how deep you can carry the brakes into a corner. That was somewhere I dramatically improved this year, as well as how much grip you have just on the side of really the front and the rear tire, especially on slicks. Rode slicks for the first time this year as I prepared to go racing, and man, what a difference those made. As I turned my traction control up one more. But yes, made a lot of improvements. Got my race license and actually went racing. First round at Buttonwillow did not go according to plan and was very difficult. But I went back out for the second one in August, running Buttonwillow configuration 26 counterclockwise, which was completely different from what I was used to, with a really long straightaway. And I did really well, actually. The field was a bit small, but I still finished 3rd and 2nd place in both of the races that I participated in. So some really good stuff there. I then rounded out my racing for the year at Chuckwalla Valley Raceway just over 2 weeks ago, racing round 3 of CVMA. Much bigger field, much more competitive. Still had a great time. Started and finished mid-pack. Had some good overtakes. Learned that I still need to learn to launch my Daytona 675R. But ultimately it was a positive weekend. And considering the fact that at the beginning of this year I did a 204.9 around Chuckwalla, I went back and was consistently the last day of the race weekend in 158s, with a best time of 158.143 and multiple low 158s. So really massive improvements there. It just goes to show how much speed I've picked up over the course of the year. On the upside, it seems like it's not raining as much over here, so I can continue. It's actually pretty dry on the road for now. See how long that lasts. But yes, I've gotten way faster on track this year. I've started racing. I've improved throughout the year consistently, and I'm super proud of that. That's been a goal of mine for years, and I'm finally making it happen. I guess the road is a bit wet over here. It's not as wet as it was back there. The cloud is moving that way. So the next big recap for me was the change in vehicles that I've seen this year. So out of the 4 vehicles that I own, only one of them I had coming into 2021, and that was my 2012 Triumph Daytona 675R race bike. Coming into this year, I also had a 2017 Aprilia Tuono V4 1100RR, which I sold after purchasing this, my 2017 Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 factory. I took the Tuono RR to the track a couple times last year. First one was kind of unexpected, second one was welcomed, but I love the bike. It was a huge blast, but after riding it on track, I wanted the higher performance, firmer Olin suspension that came on the factory, as well as the sexy rocket tail and Super Pole livery. So I bought this. Then after I sold the Tuono RR, I bought my 2009 Yamaha WR250X Supermoto that I've used to learn how to wheelie. So that's another big achievement for me this year. I can do a wheelie. They're not balanced point wheelies. They don't last for more than 5 seconds, but I can do a wheelie. And I couldn't do that in 2020, so proud of that too, even though I did fall off the back once. So in between picking up my Tuono factory and picking up my WR250X, I also bought a vehicle with 4 wheels, because I decided if I was going to be taking this racetrack thing seriously and wanted to go racing, I really needed to have my own wheels to transport myself, my bike, and my gear to and from the track. So I made the most expensive purchase of my life, which was a 2020 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 2500 with a high roof. And that was certainly a great purchase. I absolutely love my van. I love driving it, even just around town. Try to drive it a couple times a week just to keep things flowing, like the oil and coolant, because I enjoy it. It's also great for Disneyland parking too. But that van has seriously made my improvement in riding possible, so that's a huge one for me too. It feels way less stable in the rain. I can just kind of feel it slipping around. Ugh. Super Corsa TDs plus wet weather? No. So in addition to all the great riding that I've done and videos I've put out around that and the new vehicles, I also made a ton of videos just talking about the Tuono V4. It doesn't really seem like there's a lot of information out there about these bikes, being that they are rarer Italian hyper nakeds. So I was really happy to produce some of those and share the bike with the rest of you guys, as well as many others on the internet. And hopefully it had a positive impact on people's thoughts towards this bike. And I know for a fact that it actually helped some people make the decision to buy one of these, which out of the people I know that did, with some of the information that I shared with them through those videos, have not regretted it. So yay. And finally, circling back to one of the first things I said at the beginning of this video, which was thank you. The channel has grown a lot in the last year. I had 68 subscribers coming into 2021. I now have over 1,200. And again, made a lot of new friends and built new relationships with a lot of you guys, and I'm super grateful for that. So thank you so much for supporting the channel, liking my videos, subscribing, dropping comments, being active there, conversing with me on the channel. I really enjoy it. I would love to make this my full-time job if I could, because I have so much fun doing this stuff. Put out a lot of videos this year. Probably should have counted, but I think it was close to 100. It was definitely over 80. I'll throw up the correct number here on the screen in editing. But yeah, that's basically been my year. It's been a good one. Had a couple hard times, but a lot of really good times. Really happy with how much I've improved my riding abilities over this year, and really happy that I have been able to take you guys along for the ride with me. So thank you again, and I'm looking forward to sharing more content like this with you in 2022. I popped a little wheelie for you guys right now, but it's wet, so I'm not even going to chance it. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and head home so I can get dry and warm. So let's wrap this one up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a gentle little click of the like button. Definitely consider subscribing for future motorcycling content. My goal is to get back to putting out 2 videos a week in 2022. And I'm really going to aspire to attain that. I'm going to be doing more track days and racing. So definitely check those out when they come around. And check out some of the content that I've already posted at the track, and just all the content, honestly, if you haven't seen all of it already. But appreciate it. And hit the like buttons there as well. Drop a comment below. Let me know how long you've been watching my channel for, what your favorite video has been, and what you'd like to see me do in 2022. I'm really on it with the 2022 rides right now. But with that, hope to catch you guys in the next one. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and I hope you have a joyous 2022 and New Year holiday. So until the next one, later.